Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and this is an open with me, and it's the latest edition of Crochet Now. Well, we've got some free gifts inside. Let's get this open, and in the meantime, if you're not already subscribed, if you wouldn't mind just hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll get informed when new videos pop up. And if you could like and share and hype these videos, it really does help my channel. So we've got a fair few little bits in here. That's just the address page. So we have 2 crochet hooks, a 3 and a 4. You can never have too many hooks. Well, I'd quite like them to be fatter, but you know, they don't always give away the fat ones. We've got the magazine, we'll come to that in a minute, and we've also got a pattern for some kind of wall wreath hanging for Easter. Also, there's Granny Squares You'll Love, baskety bags and pillow. A few things in there, we'll come to that. And this one is Build Your Skills, 11 patterns for beginners. So we'll come to that as well. Lots in this one. So what's that done to the price? It's still $9.99. So I think they're kind of giving a little more away because of the criticisms of the other magazine, which also arrived today, which was the Crochet Made Simple, which is only £4.99. So, you know, the disparity of what you get for free and how much it affects the price. So at least they're kind of listening, I think, to public opinion. So we've got a bit from Happy Berry from Laura, and she's doing stash busting makes for Easter, which are tiny, so they don't really bust much of your stash. I always like that because it doesn't matter who does that part, whether it's whoever, it's always stash busting, and they're tiny. So we have garments in size 6s to 36. Size 6 to 36. That's rather a large size range. We've got Spring Special. Get creative with us. The latest crochet trends. Ideas for the whole family. Seasonal granny squares. 5 joyful blankets. Spring ready amigurumi. We've got this here. Could be a shawl. Could be a poncho. Don't know. We've got another kind of wreathy thing. And we've got adorable toys. So let's get in. Boasts a lot of content. So this is the Easter egg extravaganza. Okay, so we've got a kind of a hexagon cushion that is in the shape of what kind of daisies. And then we've got a bunny in a little basket with eggs in it. We've got this kind of t-shirt that looks, well, I don't know, spike? Some sort of spike stitch. We've got, oh my goodness. I've got to say, this blanket, free Crochet Society bundle when you subscribe for this blanket, looks suspiciously like what I did last year, doesn't it? With my picnic blanket, my cotton picnic blanket. Doesn't that look a little similar, guys? Don't you think? Should I be flattered or annoyed, do you think? Anyway, let's move on. We've got this t-shirt as well. We've got an advert for yarn, which is over there. And ooh, what's this? This is just crafting with flair. It's just an advert for King Cole, really. Give your crafting a twist. So I was looking at the new yarns from Stylecraft. They've got some cotton twisty yarns, and I was looking at those yesterday, thinking, shall I place an order? But I've got to kind of de-stash a little bit out in the Yarnavan first before I get some more new yarns in. I need to get rid of some of the old. So, Hoppy Easter. We've got a bunny in the middle of this here blanket and some eggs around the outside, or chicks, half hatched and hatched. Let's move on. Show us yours bit. And Rico Chingus. So this is those diddly little yarns that you can get from Rico for their amigurumis. Jane Howarth has designed an orchid wrap. Looks more like a scarf to me, but you know, maybe it's doubled over. It doesn't look it though, does it? Nope, it doesn't. The bulb. Oh, wow. So Heather C. Gibbs has crocheted some bulbs springing into life with daffodils and tulips in them. Can identify those. Yeah, getting good at this. Motif Masterclass. So basically, though, all of these things are probably on mine and many other channels. Zoe Pottrack has made this hopping along baby blanket. Master mosaic. It's not mosaic. It's tapestry. I just don't understand why they keep getting it wrong. Mosaic is mosaic and this is tapestry crochet. I don't understand. Anyway, it's intermediate. So, yeah, not mosaic. Wow. So this is Signs of Spring top by Jess Bennett. And what did I wow? I wowed the sleeves because I couldn't wear anything with sleeves like that. It would drive me to distraction. They're a little bit too wide and ill-fitting. And yeah, but it goes up to a 5XL from an extra small. So that is pretty good sizing. Maybe they just fit her that way because on this schematic, which I like the word, schematic, show me the schematic, man. Sorry, I drifted off into 24 mode. I used to love that program, by the way. Yeah. So anyway, the schematic looks as if it tapers, but wow, they're rather baggy on the model. Maybe it's just the model has very thin arms, but I don't see, really don't see that. It does look really big, doesn't it? I'm not keen on huge sleeves, but it's got some piping, it's got some sides and a little bit of difference. So Nancy Hall has made some baskets, but I don't know if you like those. I have to say I don't. I think they look messy, but you know, it's different than the usual baskets. And that's the bottom of them. So we got an advert, well, you know, it always happens, for Crochet Society. And you can say 52%, only $44.99 with free postage. It's worth $93.99. Do you believe that? Do you believe that at all? They don't look like big balls of yarn, do they? Well, we'll see. I don't know about that. Someone will have to order it and tell me because I'm not going to be... don't think I'll be ordering it. Subscribe to Crochet Now. And, well, 10 fabulous reasons. And there they are in all their splendour. And you get a free crochet, some of a little advert stealthily put in there, worth over £70. Well, I don't know about that either. You know, you've got, what, 4 balls of yarn and we don't even know how big they are. They're going to be 50 grams, I would have thought, because that's the size of the box. And you've got some little bits of nonsense with it. So, yeah, you know, to me, they're free gifts. I don't know, guys. What do you think about that? Do you think that's worth it? Or do you think that's just overpriced? This is Beatrice, the Easter Bunny by Cassandra White. And this is an advanced beginner. So I got that. Oh, look, an advert for Crochet Society. How unusual. This is Rashami Soroda. God, I'm proud of myself now. The Evelyn Ruffled Top. So I think I prefer it without the sleeves, to be honest with you. It'd have to be finished off. But that looks like it cuts away an awful lot more than it cuts away on there. Anyway, size 2 to 12. Is that years? Yeah, guess so. And there it is. So this is the Bambino Dotty ad. I was looking at that as well. I can't believe this. Spring Eve throw. Take a small stroll through the garden of tulips with this oversized warming blanket. It's just so like mine. I'm going to move on. I'm not going to give it any more publicity than that. If they want to rip off my blanket, then. Okay, step into spring. What's all this about? Oh, finally, look. Someone calls it tapestry crochet. Wow. Oh, a tabard by Lauren Willis. It's called Pushing Daisy's Vest. It's not a vest. It's a tabard. Goodness, they don't understand, do they? Get it right. This is an extra small up to a 5XL. Basically, it's just a great big rectangle with a head in it, as you can see. Not an awful lot of shaping involved in that one. Can make it up to a 20XL if you want. Spring Haze. These are, well, they're just yarns. Snuggly, Rickaroomy Twinkie Twinkie, Yarnsmith's Cotton, which is the only Yarnsmiths I will give House Room to, and the Signet Truly Woolrich, which I can't try because I'm allergic. Happy Berries Crochet Notebook. Is this the stash busting? Is this the stash busting? Stash busting ideas. Mini mood eggs. They put me in a mood. Sorry, Laura. They're cute, aren't they? Fabulous. And you can make them any mood you like. Indifferent. Happy. Constipated. Sorry. No, I'm just joking with you. I'm just joking. In Bloom Wreath. Mix and match your favourite florals to create this bespoke decor piece. Heather C. Gibbs. Bespoke. Do you notice the word bespoke there? That's a little over egg in the pudding, but yeah, bespoke, if you want to call it bespoke. That's fine. And we got the trend report. Take a look at our top trend predictions for the crafty year ahead. Not likey. It's going to be a bad year for trends. Anyway, let's move on. Zoe Pot Tracks. Very nice cushion in hexagons. They're daffodils. I don't know what that is. Daisy? Shall we see? Maybe it says. Don't think it might do. Pink flower. No, it doesn't really give them a name. But you can tell they're daffodils. They've got these lumps sticking out, which isn't great if you want to put your head on it, but it's all right if it's decorative. Anyway, it's quite nice. It says it's intermediate. Don't know why that should be. Probably the daffs, maybe. I don't know. So we've got ads, and we've got a bag, which I've made one of these in my channel. This is Natasha Edmondson, and I actually lined mine. So and mine's bit bigger, I'd say. But yeah, same principle, and they're saying beginner friendly, which I agree with for once. Kerry's Journal, we'll move on because I don't read that. So Wonderful Mum Makeup Bag. So there is the chart. So if you want to make something else with Mum on, that's a good little chart. They're saying it's beginner friendly. It's Lucy Jevdet. I hope I pronounced that right. Book Club. What we got? Let's have a look. Granny Square Crochet Quilt Blocks. How much? $14.99 by Chico Books. Not a bad price, I suppose. And this is something either out of it or similar. Patchwork Kimono Style Cardigan by Laura Strutt. So it's all done with just colours and in a square, and you just put them together in a certain way, and it does this. So yeah, whether you like that or not, I'm not sure if I do. I'm not. Jury's out. So the Alicia Arrow Blanco has she's not the. Alicia Arrow Blanco has come up with the Bloom Shawl. So it is a shawl. So basically it's grannies and just row after row of probably trebles in the UK, double crochets in the US. So ever so easy, says Intermedia. Why? Just why? That's beginner friendly. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with that. They just, what's this? Beginner friendly? This is their part 11, so it should be finished soon. They'll start another one. Probably start the one that they've ripped off me. They've very similar in there to mine. I think mine's nicer. Just saying. So this is the abbreviations. Next issue, we've got Care Bear hook and probably a stitch marker there. We've got adorable amigurumis of a duck. I can recognise the duck. And we've got these seasonal blankets. We've got the hexie bag and another tabard, which they'll probably call a vest or something else. I don't understand. Mandy O'Sullivan, she talks about her inspiration for her box exclusive designs and gives tips for working with colour. So she obviously works within the Crochet Society. So that's the magazine. Fjord Baby. Now, I used to sell King Cole Fjord. And it did well for a while. It's very soft, very cottony feeling. But then it stopped selling and I didn't have it anymore. But that's Fjord Baby. So that might be nice. I don't know. I haven't really thought of getting any more Fjord in. Anyway, let's have a look at Build Your Skills with Lillian Sugar and Red Heart. So the American influence is creeping in here. Bright makes your love, creative ideas for the home. Quick make granny squares. That's just a basic granny square. Plus mosaic, crochet, colour work and so much more. So is it mosaic or is it tapestry? Shall we have a look? Oh, it is mosaic. I'm happy to say it's mosaic. I don't know what the difference is, but there is a difference. And they don't like to... Moonbeam sweater. That's quite nice. If you're a sweater kind of girl, which I'm not. Can't bear being hot. So this is an extra small up to a 4 to 5 XL. This is the chart. And this is the pulley. Yeah, a bit warm for me, pullovers. I don't really need them. If I do wear anything, I take it off very quickly. So we've got a backpack in granny squares. We've seen a lot of these, but this is a Red Heart design team. Probably using the Red Heart all-in-one granny square, which I do actually have in my shop. And incidentally, if you use my no turning chain granny square, it works out perfectly with that. Some don't. Some granny squares just don't, including their own. Sometimes doesn't, but mine actually works out pretty much there. Daisy Do dishcloth. See, now we don't have dishcloths in the UK. We do have them. That's a silly thing to say. We have dishcloths, but that's an American thing, isn't it? You know what I mean? Dishcloths, making wash rags and towel toppers and all those sort of things. They're creeping into our crochet a little bit from our association on YouTube with other countries. But do we actually make them? That would be more of just a pot stand to me. It's not a dishcloth. I mean, they're even going to stand the tea on it, so they're teapot. So to me, that would be a pot stand. As long as it's not a hot one. I've just made a hot one if you want to have a look at that. It's made with a thermal stitch and it's really thick and it would save any worktop or anything. Anyway, this was from Lily Sugar and Cream, my diverse. And beginner friendly. Finally, someone's got it right. Seeing Rainbows Tech Covers, another Lily Sugar and Cream. So this is for a tablet and phone. Easy peasy they are. Mini macrame wall hanging. Well, we all know how I feel about wall hangings. But you see, it's very pennant looking, isn't it? Like you get in the USA with the schools. So that's kind of, well, and we got this. Very best hanging basket. So I suppose if you wanted somewhere to put all your wooden spoons and stuff, that's a perfect idea. Again, that's by Lily. So flower bunch blanket, Red Heart this time. So lots of different flowers. Funnily enough, I was thinking of doing this. You know, I've been doing the year of granny squares. Well, all of the ones that look like flowers, I was going to put together in a blanket, just the same as this. But, you know, I weren't going to be copying them. Not making any stems, though. That's not what I was going to do at all. So there we go. We've got lots of that. And this is the Dine In Style placemat. So this is by Lily Sugar and Cream, which is rather a rough yarn, to be honest with you. But perfect for placemats and the like. So yeah, place settings. Quite a nice one, really. Rising Sun Wreath. Why do we need that? Refresh your decor with this light and bright mock rame make. If you put like a round picture in the middle, look, I could understand it. But just as it is, I don't. This is the Sunshine cardigan. It's not. It's a granny square cardigan. Just easy. This is like this. The side is extra small, small, medium, and large is one size. Extra large, 2XL and 3XL is the other size. How can they just, you know, be all one size? But there you go. Red Heart, say they can. And this is how you make it. But, you know, there's a million of those all over YouTube and magazines and everywhere. They're all the same, roughly. This is a flower pot fringe, and I quite like that. But knowing my luck, I'd make it manky by watering it and getting it all gooey with the earth and stuff. But it does look quite nice. So that's another one. That is by Lily Sugar and Cream as well. So these are the yarns that they've been using throughout this kind of publication, these standard abbreviations and whatnot. So that's that one. We've got another gift. So we've been spoilt today, really, haven't we? We've got lots of gifts, and we'll zoom in a little bit because this is small. It's very small. Let's go down a tad. So, yeah, very, very small little book, but I like little ones. As long as they're not tiny print, we'll be fine. So we've got some flower granny squares. A lot of them about, aren't there? We've got these baskets. I'm not sure if they're bags or baskets, but I think they're baskets. We've got this, which I guess these are just sewn on. And we've got this little duck in the middle of a Easter wreath. Okay. There we go. That's the wreath. Adventurous is what they classify this as by Val Pierce. And we've got Hop Along Bunting by Victoria Caris. Beginner friendly. Bun buns. Hearts and Flowers blanket. I can't see no hearts. I see the flowers. Where's the hearts then? That's not heart. Is it? I suppose they're 4 hearts. Alhambra they call it, if they put them together properly. Rosina Plain has made this one. So this one is the flower. I don't know where the heart must have been earlier. This is Be a Beautiful Springtime Cushion by Lisa Hendry. So it's just a wide cushion, that one, where you've got whatever size cushion you want. You just make the bits and stick them on. What stick? But, you know, sew them on. They are baskets. Cloudy Days Baskets by Zoe Potchak. And that is the end. So, quite a bumper issue this time around, don't you think? Maybe they're listening a little bit to the criticisms. So we have, let's go out a bit. We have the magazine itself, which is quite a thick one. We've got the booklet, which is not too bad for a size. Then we've got the hooks, which, you know, they're very thin. I always give them away. If I don't put them in people's orders for my shop, hobbyrocks.co.uk, then I give them to my my granddaughter. So here we've got another little supplement. What do you think about that then? I'd be interested to hear your comments and see what you liked, what you didn't like. I wasn't keen on that blanket. So like mine. I don't like that. Anyway, sort of ruffled my feathers, that one. Anyway, well, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye for now.